welcome to what should be the last day of harvest, but I tell you what, if they go the rest of the day the way they went this morning, it ain't gonna be the last day of harvest. It's 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I was hoping to be able to show y'all something, the arrival of that piece of equipment slash technology I was telling you about the other day, but the internet appears to be down there at the office there, and I can't access the security cameras. But it's supposed to arrive. It's supposed to arrive today. It's supposed to be arriving right now. I'll try to give you a small glimpse of it whenever I get in tonight. But that's all I'm going to say about it right now. I'm not going to say another word about it until you know, I get the go-ahead from the company on what I'm able to publish or whatnot. So anyway, y'all be looking for that clip in this video whenever I get done for today. Well, I'm out here all by my lonesome again. Well, except for Grandpa, who's still out here cutting stalks. Can't hardly get him to go home. And went ahead and sent Kelly and home first, and Andy a little bit later. His sister's in town, and want to give him a chance to spend a little time with her. But we've had another good day. No breakdowns. I think I've had one. I think I've had 2 choke ups maybe. Had to stop and get water. Had to stop and grease once. But other than that, been another fantastic day on this picker. Can't say so much about the cotton. Still disappointing. But you know what, after today, I ain't got to look at it no more. But I'm going to try and get this one field done. I don't know, I got maybe 5 more acres left in it, and that should leave us with right at 43 acres to get done tomorrow, which should be easily doable, probably be done, I don't know, about the time the sun goes down. Then rain's supposed to move in sometime Thursday morning, I believe, according to the latest forecast. Tell you what, we've had a heck of a run here in October. One of the best runs in October I can ever remember. Anyway, guys, barring something going wrong tonight on the last 5 acres, I'll see you back out here in the morning for the last day of cotton harvest 2025.
Welcome to the day. Well, we hope it will be the day that everything goes smoothly. I have moved a couple bales from where Matt's at. I am now playing go for the vehicles. I've already made 2 trips to get our truck and my dad's truck. My dad has to leave early today. There's Andy spreading that lovely organic matter. Yummy. There's a big south wind today, so everyone north of us is complaining, but I don't care. I'm gonna make a 3rd trek down to the service truck and water wagon to bring it up here, and hopefully I won't get spread with chicken litter. It's very windy today, very warm, 85 degrees on October 30th. Also because it hasn't rained in a very long time. The leaves are just brown. There's no color here. Like 0. Also, don't you just love it when everybody comes and uses your farm as a garbage dump? This is just awesome. It's not only their personal garbage, but whatever else they feel like dumping out here. It's just awesome. I just love it so much. Wish I could catch them. But you know what? I shouldn't have to put up a gate at every single farm we own. This is ridiculous. See, on a normal year, this would be so colorful of red and yellow and brown and all the fall colors. This year, nothing. It's kind of depressing. But I'm walking all the way from here for the 3rd time down there, so at least it's helping my back out some. Oh, and on my adventure, I have now found a pretty decent chair. It could use a little TLC, but I mean, if anyone is looking for one for your shop or your porch, I know where one is available. Just dumping in the country as usual. Oh, and they left their garbage. How sweet of them. Sometimes you just have to get out of the tractor and walk. It is hard having a backup. The camera does well, but you still have to line up. And when you have this many to line up against each other, lots of twisting and turning, and it's good to get out and walk and get healthy. Plus, I love 80 degrees like this. This is nice. I'm not looking forward to fall at all when it actually shows up, probably in 2 weeks. Look at all of those. There's 8 over there, 2 over there. They've all been called in. They're gonna try and get them before the rain, but they can't guarantee it. So.
Well, guys, welcome to what should be the last day of harvest. But I tell you what, if they go the rest of the day the way they went this morning, it ain't gonna be the last day of harvest. Here we are about to get started, getting our heads warmed up. About an hour and a half later than what I was planning on. It's about 11 o'clock now, but everything was shaping up to be a good quick morning, get an early start. Not much dew, a little bit of breeze blew all night long. We're gonna get done early. Anyway, got to servicing the picker, cleaning off the radiator like I do every morning. Went to shut the doors, and if y'all had any experience with any of the John Deere pickers with a transverse mounted design, I think they started with the 9976. I think it's pretty much all the same design. You know how big those doors are. You got a big plastic door that's like an air scoop on the outside, then you got the big metal inner door that's got the rotary screen on it, and those suckers are heavy. Anyway, went to go shut the door, and when I did, both doors dropped like 8 inches. And after looking at it, found out the bottom hinge pin that goes through both those doors had snapped off completely. I mean, it's welded in there. I mean, not just an easy fix. The pin that broke off in the hole that it pivots on, I couldn't get it to knock out. Wound up having to heat it cherry red with using an air hammer to get it out, then use a torch to cut out the welded pin on the frame part. And then we had to use the module mover as an improvised forklift to kind of hold everything halfway in place to where we can manhandle it, get it lined back up, and then we just run a bolt all the way down through all of it just as a temporary fix. We'll fix it right next August when we run this thing through the shop. But when I talk about heavy, those suckers were heavy. You know, it couldn't hold on just closing one more time. No, had to break on the last day of harvest. If it had broken at the shop when we were done, you know, I just cleaned it up, no big deal, you know, we'll get it fixed. But on the last day of harvest, with a storm system bearing down on us, we got 43 acres left. I mean, come on, man. But for those of y'all that farm, ain't that about the way things go sometimes? Anyway, like I said, 43 acres, it's 11 o'clock. We're not getting done by dark. But as long as things hold together, we should get done today. But we cannot withstand any more breakdowns or penalties. I mean, this thing is run like an absolute champ all the way through harvest, with the one exception of, you know, having problems with the module not wrapping tight. I mean, she's giving me no problems. I think we finally got all the bugs worked out. I mean, been running fantastic. And then here it is on the last day of harvest. You won't throw a hissy fit on me. But anyway, Grandpa's caught up with me on cutting stalks. I think Kelly's got 3 or 4 modules to move. Andy's about 32 acres behind me on getting litter spread. So if everything goes according to plan, he'll be right on my tail right about the time we're finishing up today, as long as nothing else goes wrong. As long as everything goes according to plan, but we all know how things rarely go according to plan. As Clint Eastwood, we gotta adapt, we gotta overcome, we gotta persevere. All right, we just ran our last wrap on this road. Time to change wrap again, and I'm excited. Next up, back to the pretty yellow. do believe this roller wrap's going to get us finished up. I don't see us having more than 24 modules left out here. Hope I'm wrong though.
Tagging another one. So we've got 8 up here. My dad had to leave to go to a doctor's appointment, so now I get to drive the tractor I cannot stand, that I would honestly trade for $1 at this point. I hate that tractor. I don't really care what anybody says. We have a lemon. Everyone else likes theirs. It's a loathe-hate relationship. I am the jack of all trades on this farm, apparently. Walking to go get equipment, running home to meet people because we've had one of the grain bins rented out. I've had to get up early, make lunches, get laundry done, clean a house, take care of animals, take care of a stray animal that showed up, take care of my kid, make sure he gets to school, then come out here and do this all day long and run between equipment, and then go home, do it all over again, make lunches for the next day, try to get something to eat. Yeah, I'm kind of tired of the running around, so we're almost there. We're almost there. I'm just trying to stay positive. So Andy it was a very small hay clump that was in the back, and he was in the spreader chopping it away because it would not spread. It got caught up. You could see it right on the back side over there. So we're on our last, I think, 17 acres. I've got to mark these and then go back through the awesome farm of beating my tail and go pick up some more. But there's a problem. I am almost out of fuel, so now I gotta stop and hope that there's some in there. We're getting closer, and I love tasting chicken litter dust. It's awesome.
Well, this farm's definitely finishing on a high note, man. That's some pretty cotton. Not the best yield we've had this year, but it's respectable. This is what we picked today. This field, there's a little one here, and definitely a lot better than what we picked yesterday on the front half of the farm, but it sure is pretty. Hopefully our last farm right here through the tree line, hopefully it's going to look just as good as this. And look what I've already picked. I mean, it looks like a cotton stripper's run through there. It ain't leaving nothing on the stalk. The cotton that's out here, I mean, it is nice and fluffy and picking clean. Loving it. All right, here we go. This is the field we've been looking for. Whew. That's mighty white out there. Mighty white. Gotta get these crappy inrows out of the way, and like we might have a few more modules to spit out. Yes sir, that's mighty impressive. Right at 3:30. I don't think we're gonna get done before dark, but it's gonna be close. It ain't gonna, if we do have to run with the lights on, it's not gonna be for very long. As long as everything holds together.
Well, we are literally, I want to say maybe 16 rows away from being completely done with cotton harvest. And my back is extremely excited to be done because I'm tired of backing this up. I'm gonna pray real hard that the tractor ferry brings us a tractor next year that has a front end loader where I can just use it on the front instead of having to back up all the time. This is such a pain. Like, I have to back up, and then you have to use the mirror. But since this one isn't a regular size, it's all about just trying to get it in the middle. And then you gotta, I'm not ready. It won't, so move it over a little bit, back it up some more. Let's see if I'm even closer now. It's gonna get harder in the dark. Oh, you know what? It's close enough at this rate. So you get, oh, she kind of bump into it a little bit. That's why you know it's close. You let it down. You spread out the arms, hoping it doesn't roll. All right, lift it up a little bit, and then you go away. Now, I'm hoping the last one he has is about that size, and I can just put it there. You can see the regular ones butt up nicely. And then when you have different sizes, you're gonna put the large one in the back and the smaller ones in the front. It makes it easier for the module trucks to pick these up. And that's how they want them. I was gonna do a little tutorial on it, but I had to go between the bush hog tractor, which my dad is about, well, he got back out here a couple hours ago, and then between this and jack of all trades, the person who has to do all the craziness in between. I think next year I think we should swap out, and I should just drive that. Yeah, right, that won't happen.
Well, my gosh, I think we're going to do it. All we got is just this little area over here, about another acre and a half. We'll have her done. And right as the sun's going down. Couldn't be any more perfect timing. I believe Andy's just about done over there on Keeley and about to come over here about the time we finish up. So shouldn't take him that long to get this 18 acres done. Especially once I get done, I can go hop on the loader tractor and load them. And in between loading them, I can go ahead and get the heads cleaned out. I definitely don't want those to sit up because moisture dries out of all that trash in the heads. And of course, I'm gonna have one last choke up to end up this day. Anyway, as I was saying, don't want to let all that trash in the heads dry out, or the cotton trash on the moisture columns. Otherwise, it becomes a big pain in the butt to clean off. So we'll go ahead and get that cleaned out. If we got any battery left on the leaf blower, maybe go ahead start blowing this thing off. Well, I gotta say, after running this sucker for 2 years, I absolutely do not regret the decision to buy it. It was a pretty steep learning curve last year. We definitely had some growing pains, but put in a lot more work in it this August, getting her ship shape. And you know, other than a couple little things, she has performed admirably this fall. I mean, when you got equipment, especially older equipment like this, I mean, don't matter how good you are going over it, I mean, stuff's going to tear up. But man, she's done a great job this cotton harvest, and I guarantee you, if we were still running that 9986, even with absolutely zero breakdowns, we would still like probably at least another 3 days, maybe even 4 days on getting this cotton crop out. So it's definitely sped us up. I know Kelly don't feel near as beat up, had to run the module builders and tarping cotton and everything. And it's not only that, we've got our chicken litter spread ready for the rest of the wheat planting, stalks cut, all of that. Running that old basket picker, we would not have been able to do all of that at the same time. So the opportunity to purchase this picker when we did has definitely been a godsend for us. And man, it's cost a lot of money, I ain't gonna lie, but it's definitely paid off for itself. Oh, looks like Andy just made it over here. Ain't it nice when plans come together like they have today? Just makes you want to smile.
Dad is still rolling on that. Also, in that tractor, the door doesn't shut anymore. The latch is broke. So he's got a bungee cord in there that's attached to the steering wheel. And that's how the door is closed. I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? But yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Along with a bunch of other stuff. And someone broke off my phone holder getting in the tractor. It did well up until then, but this has literally held on for dear life through some of the worst farms we have. I mean, I got thrown out of the seat twice on the last farm, and this thing didn't move. So, absolutely highly recommend it. It's amazing. I'm going to buy some for the other tractors, and you know, makes, like I said, great holder for the tags and everything else. And then during regular season, you could put your wallet, your other drink, so you're not sitting on your wallet, you know, cup holder, you got your pens, whatever you need. It's fantastic. So glad to be done with this, and then on to wheat, and then double crop beans, and we might be done before Thanksgiving, which should be, well, kind of a normal year, but I think this is the earliest we've gotten done with cotton in a really long time. The last time we got done on Halloween, I think was not 2019, but maybe 17. I know it was when Zach was here, so it's been a while. Usually it's late November, you know, right before Thanksgiving. Just really blessed that we had the weather we did, but we also need some rain. It is super dry, and I would like the dust to just go away.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and kick the last one out. She's on the ground. She's fully insured. Not my problem anymore. Well, guys, that concludes our cotton harvest this year. Hope y'all enjoyed it. A little bit shorter crop than what I was hoping for, but hey, that's the way cotton works. Maybe it'll surprise me once I get the gin tickets back. Maybe it'll be a little bit bigger than what I thought, but I'll be sure to let y'all know what the final yields was in a future video. So guys, appreciate y'all watching. See you in the next one.